The topic of success has been discussed by a lot of thought leaders, experts, and success has even created a whole industry on its own, where we have life coaches, we have people who write, people who do a lot of things about success, and big media organizations like Forbes and Inc. have all come out of creating and finding what success is for others to be able to follow. They look for definitions and they look for the pathways that successful people, the masters that we all know about, have followed through to get to where they are right now. Now, whatever your definition of success and whatever knowledge you have about success, you are going to achieve success with challenges. Success comes with challenges. So on your way to achieving whatever you define for yourself as success, you are going to face challenges. And one of the biggest challenges you are going to face is lack of discipline. Now, lack of discipline is, we all have difficulties with discipline, but it takes time and the habit to build what we call discipline. Now, apart from lack of discipline, the two underlying terms or challenges we face that build up to create the lack of discipline that we all face are the expediency factor and also the path of least resistance. Now, I'm going to start with the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance says that as humans or as people, we tend to choose the path which is easier and faster. So on our way to success, we tend to look for ways which are easier and they are faster. This is the reason why you find masses going into what you call Ponzi schemes, looking for quick money. This is why people are always online on Google looking for how to get rich quick, how to become successful in 1 year, how to become a worldwide motivational speaker in 3 months. I mean, be exaggerating some of these things, but it's true to some extent. And also, the expediency factor is an extension and the worst form of the path of least resistance. When you follow the least resistance, which is always choosing the easier and the faster route, which you think is going to lead you to success, you create a habit loop. So whatever you want to achieve, whatever age you are, whatever stage of life you are in, you tend to look for the fastest and the quickest way and the easiest way. So in this way, it becomes a habit, and once it becomes a habit, you develop what we call the expediency factor. Now, this is the worst form of the path of least resistance, and curing it is going to involve a lot of habits, taking conscious and deliberate actions. Now, I've given you two bad news, the path of least resistance and the expediency factor. I'm also going to give you two good news that you can use to counteract this expediency factor and the path of least resistance. The first is you need to take control of your life, and that's the first path of approaching self-discipline. You need to know who you are, find out your vision, and once you find out these two things, who you are, your vision, and your mission, where you are going, then you are likely to be able to set specific goals which will meet whatever vision you are trying to achieve. Once you have these goals, you are more likely to act on an intentional level as compared to those without goals. Now, goal theory says about 80% of those who set goals achieve what they set out to do. But those who don't write down their goals, they don't even set them in the first place, mostly you are likely to achieve your goals by 20% if you find yourself in this situation. So if you are such a person, you should start thinking about setting your goals, finding your vision, and aligning them with your long-term plan. If you think in these terms, you are more likely to act in a deliberate manner, because one huge power that we have as humans is to act in a deliberate manner. We are not like animals that typically they grow up, they just eat, graze, give birth, and when their time is up, they just go and they expire. Humans, we have a higher vision that we are called to. I believe everyone is called to a vision, they are called to a purpose, whatever you call it, a faith or whatever, it is your vocation. And whatever your vocation is, it's your responsibility to see it to the end. So the second factor I've already mentioned is to think long term. Generally, long term thinkers are people who tend to achieve success. So people who think in terms of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, these people are likely to be more consistent. Why? Because they've already seen somewhere. The Bible says if you have a vision, if there's a vision, you'll be able to write it down. And I've already spoken about visions, missions, and writing your goals down, and then looking at them from now, but into the future. Once you are able to see something, the finished product, your mind is more, can relate more to it. It can relate to that situation, can imagine it, and can think about how it's going to be. That thought alone, that imagination alone is enough to excite your mind to always be focused on that particular goal. It's like you are climbing up a mountain. I mean, you can see the peak of the mountain. So wherever you are down there, below there, you can see the peak, and you know that that's your goal. You know that that's your vision. That's where you are reaching to. So anytime you look up, you look into the vision, you see it clearly. This is the peak, and I'm going there. On your way, you meet people also climbing and all of those things. But you know that on top there, you have your own place, which is your specific place that you fit in life, your purpose, your mission, your vision, that you've come to this earth to achieve. So when you think in these terms, you tend to know who you are, where you are going, and how you are going. When these things become clear to you, the path of least resistance and the expediency factor will have little to no effect on you, because you are someone who knows where you are going. Usually these effects tend to affect us when we are not so clear about where we are going. Then this allows us to put doubts, look for quick ways, because we don't even know what it takes to get to where we are going. We don't know whether we have to climb 3 miles. We don't know how long we are supposed to climb. And we look at somebody who has walked just a few steps and they've reached what they call their destination, and we envy them. Meanwhile, what lies for us is higher. It's a bigger vision than you can even think about. So in short, you should think long term, and you should take control of yourself. Be intentional, have a vision, set goals, and work towards them. You see, if you work on these things, discipline wouldn't be much of a problem. I won't say I'm a discipline expert. I can do whatever I set my mind to, but this is the truth, and whatever the truth is, whether you are there or not, you need to be able to share it. So I hope that as I've shared this with you, you've gotten a few tips that you can work on in your life. Particularly if you need any more advice, I'll leave my contact down below that you can reach me on, and we can see how best to help you. So my name is Enoch. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe as usual. Please share if you like it, and if you want to bless others with this message. I'm signing out officially, and thanks for watching. See you another time.